Try to get it in there. Eddie, go forward. Don't worry. Go forward. Quick. Girls, 1 minute!
welcome everyone to the first grade fixture.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Sydney Uni for this NPL Women's and New South Wales Clash Round 14 as we are at the halfway point of the season. And we go around again with the fixtures just in reverse. It was the Illawarra Stingrays who beat Sydney University 2-1 in the opening round of the season. And the Illawarra Stingrays have done nothing but climb the ladder since, while Sydney Uni have been trailing near the bottom of the table. And with the win today, the Illawarra Stingrays will be able to temporarily go on top after Mount Druitt's 2-0 loss to Force FC earlier this afternoon. Mount Druitt do still have a game in hand. Take us through the starting lineups now. Only one change for Russell Rowley's lineup as on the bench, number 14, Juliet Harris comes in for number 15, Maddie Caspers. I'll take through the Sydney Uni lineup first. In goals, number 31, Samia Fante. Number 2 is Charlotte Owen. 3 is Alice Thompson. Number 4 is Amelia Feeney. Number 7 is Talia Captain Ellis. Number 10 and captain is Amy Bofield. Number 13 is Megan Simpson. Number 16 is Talia Sandbrook. Number 20 is Jenny Hill. 26 is Jennifer Bukoris. Number 33 is Maria Savalius. And on the substitutes bench, number 6 is Charlotte Hogan. Number 14, Juliet Harris. Number 18, Ruby Egan Brown. Number 21, Hannah, and reserve goalkeeper is Hannah Callahan. Number 27 is Ellen Hughes. And number 32 is Xanthine Urich. For the Illawarra Stingrays, in goals, it's number 1, Brianna Edwards, who comes back into the side after international duty last week with the Football Ferns. Number 3 is Alex McKenzie. Number 4 is Poppy Cooks. Number 7 in captain is Colleen Middleton. Number 8 is Siobhan Edwards. Number 10 is Alexia Carastyle. Number 12 is Annabella Keep. 15 is Caitlin Cooper. Number 16 is Genevieve Nisbet. Number 27 is Helena Helios Lewis. And rounding out the starting side is number 34, Brooklyn Hudson. On the bench, reserve goalkeeper number 21, Sophie Emery. Number 2 is Tara Cannon. Number 13 is Kayla Roston. Number 17 is Adelaide Thompson. Number 20 is Ella Giles. Number 25 is Annabella Pinkard. So almost ready to go here in this round 14. NPL Women's New South Wales matchup. It will be the home side, Sydney University, running from right to left on your screen in this first half in the checkered blue and yellow jersey of blue shorts, yellow socks, as we are underway here at Sydney University Football Ground. The Illawarra Stingrays running from left to right in their two-tone pink jerseys, blue shorts and white socks. Sydney Uni got first use of the football. Give it away to the Stingrays where you throw in. It's Paletti on the call here with you this afternoon, and we thank you for joining us wherever you may be watching around the world. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, and well, the temperature is supposed to be about 16 degrees, but I can tell you it feels more like 12. A chilly one in the afternoon, but that's why it's winter sport. Play outside in the elements. We'll get the ball back here on this near side of the pitch. As the throw comes in, it's Captain Ellis going back. She'll receive the ball. Savalius looking to play it down the line here. It'll be kept in by Charlotte Owen, who finds Savalius. Savalius is looking for a way to get it through to Genevieve Nisbet. It'll be taken off her feet before she wins the ball back, and then loses it again to Alex McKenzie. It goes backwards to Genevieve Nisbet, and that's going to be a handball called against Talia Captain Ellis. Possibly see by the state of the pitch, it's very patchy, despite the fact the pitch was put in only a few weeks ago. There's a shared facility here at the Sydney University Football Ground with the rugby team, which is why you can see it is patchy basically all the way through the middle and then along certain parts of the sideline. But it is a home field advantage of sorts for Sydney Uni, and they'll need to make every last bit of it count here against the Illawarra Stingrays. As Nisbet throws the ball in. Gets Ellis. This is the ball. Through to Alexia Carastal, who's able to get away down the sideline here to Helios Lewis. Blocked out of play by Charlotte Owen.
JK, you got to pick up.
So it comes in from Nisbet. Carastal trying to play it in behind through. Nisbet does so. Cross comes in. Scorpion kicked almost out behind for a corner. I believe generally when you try to do a scorpion kick, you want to send it the other way. Just waiting for a new ball to come in here. I think there's a little bit of confusion amongst a couple of the. Just getting communication as to where the ball was, but get the throw in now. Go backwards to McKenzie. Passes it into the middle to Caitlin Cooper. Cooper goes to Carastal, looking for Middleton, but has to go backwards to Poppy Hawks, who has a bandage on her right hand. Hawks. Middleton allows that to roll past her, and Sydney Uni here with momentarily a chance to attack. They might have to build it out here through Savalius. Go back out to the wing, it'll come in. Down to Charlotte Owen here on the near side. And back to Talia Sandbrook. Forward, back to Sandbrook. To Jennifer Kokoris. All the way back to Amelia Feeney, centre back. We'll switch flanks once again. Looking at go advantageous here. Cross comes in. That's gone out off of. Poppy Hooks has done some excellent defending there because it's out for a goal kick. A little bit over 5 minutes in. Brie Edwards will see her first touch of the game. She was off on international duty last week with football fans. 3 goalkeepers named into the squad. Down A-League women's season. Sydney FC starting some games on the bench for others and then out of the squad completely. So a chance for her to reset her form here in the NPL as well. For the remainder of the season with the Stingrays, who are flying high at the top of the table. Here's Carastal. Go all the way back to Hawks. Here's McKenzie. Hooks, back to McKenzie. Blue ball, will find, is it found Brooklyn Hudson, it passes out to Nisbet, back to McKenzie. Poppy Hooks to give chase, she'll keep that from going out. Owen will get the ball back, so Sydney Uni on the attack here. Back to Owen from Captain Ellis, who looks to cross it into the middle. And Brooklyn Hudson is on the end of it now. Hudson shoot, saved by Fante, and Siobhan Edwards at the far post will back it up. Siobhan Edwards has her 10th goal of the season. She is on fire for the Illawarra Stingrays. It's Illawarra 1, Sydney Uni 0. There's a good first effort there by Sophia Fante to stop the shot from Brooklyn Hudson. Siobhan Edwards there to clean up at the far post.
Goal Stingrays, number 8, Siobhan Edwards.
It's Illawarra 1, Uni 0 in the 8th minute of play. And might just be in the box seat to have that chance to go to the top of the table. If they can hold on to this lead and perhaps add to it. I mentioned Mount Druitt do have a game in hand, so there is a possibility that once they're all leveled up on games played, that they will not be on the top of the table, but anytime you can get on top is good experience, because games played does not guarantee points, despite those two having the acronyms of GP. No player down here for the Stingrays. It's Chloe Middleton. Trainer's been onto the field. Check on Stingrays captain. Both teams will take a chance to receive instructions from the bench, as well as huddle amongst themselves while Middleton is receiving treatment. Chloe Middleton is back to her feet now, so hopefully a yellow card has been shown to Sydney Uni player. I believe that's Jamie Bofields who's received the yellow card, the captain. I'll confirm that in a second. It is indeed Jamie Bofields. So she'll go into the book here in the 11th minute of play for that foul on Chloe Middleton. As it's taken and saved by Sophia Fante. Helios Lewis is trying to find a way out of traffic and does so by going back to Mackenzie. Through ball to Middleton, well back to her feet now and has shaken off the impact of the foul. Here's Cara Stahl. Go to Hooks. Sends it down the far side looking for Siobhan Edwards. And Edwards unable to trap the ball and it's out for a throw-in. So it'll be passed back to Sophia Fante, who's directing traffic. Here's Sandbrook. Goes short to Feeney with Cara Stahl stalking the vicinity. Jenny Hill, go back to Sandbrook. Here's Owen Hill. back to Owen, into the middle there for Jennifer Kokoris. Hill says, I'll take the ball, and Sydney Uni will reset, going to Feeney. Out onto the far side there. I believe that's Megan Simpson out there on the far side. So throw comes in to Hill. Here's Owen. Very much aware of Helios Lewis in the vicinity as Caristyle wins it in midfield and put a little bit too much power on the pass intended for Genevieve Nisbet. Caristyle immediately directing traffic from the throw-in. The veteran experience there as Chloe Middleton has just stopped in the middle of the pitch, has gone down, and I think her afternoon might be done. That was very much an off-the-ball sort of issue. She's getting back to her feet. A shake of the head. Her afternoon might be done because of that foul. So she'll come off to receive treatment for now, and there's no substitution as of yet. So Stingrays will play down. We'll play down a player for the next little bit while a substitute is prepared. Chloe Middleton's afternoon is done. And that substitute being prepared now. It will be just trying to get a glance of who it is. It is Adelaide Thompson, who will be making her way onto the pitch momentarily in place of Chloe Middleton. And in the meantime, Siobhan Edwards is down here on the near side, has the ball, looking for a chance to double their lead. Get the pass in to Helios Lewis. Caristyle going from distance. What a save, Sophia Fante, to tip it over the crossbar as she stops the Stingrays from doubling their advantage here at the Sydney Uni Football Ground in this round 14 NPL Women's New South Wales matchup. And we do apologise for some slight audio issues to start the broadcast. Those should have been fixed, and you should be hearing me loud and clear now. As will be a corner for the Stingrays in the meantime. Corner whipped in. That's gone into the goal and off the corner, put perfectly onto the head of Caitlin Cooper, the former Matilda, who has found a way past Fante, and it's 2-0 here to the Illawarra Stingrays here in the 16th minute of play. As Sydney Uni in all sorts here to start this game, and now find themselves facing a 2-goal deficit. And for the time being, Sydney Uni are on top. The Illawarra Stingrays are on top of the NPL Women's New South Wales table with that goal difference over the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. And that flag, so the flag is up for offside. That is, there's no way the referee was going to miss that one. Well, that's not, actually, Chloe Middleton is back on the pitch. So it's not going to be Adelaide Thompson coming on. Chloe Middleton's going to try and battle through. Sophia Fante's got her arm up for offside, but the assistant has kept the flag down, and Siobhan Edwards is on the ball, crossing in, looking for Middleton. It's allowed to bounce. Helena Helios Lewis, the ball sort of fell between two players. Here's Caristyle. Goes out to Edwards, who looked to flick it back through for for the Australian women's national futsal team player. Spent a couple of weeks in China and scored a goal at the AFC Asian Cup for the AFC Futsal Asian Cup for the national team side, but was in what was ultimately an ill-fated campaign where the Futsal Matildas lost all 3 of their group stage games. Jamie Bofield almost shouldered off the ball there by Caitlin Cooper. Bofield's back on the ball, trying to find a way around hooks. Passes it back to Savalius. Savalius looking for options. Go in to Hill. She'll pass it off before receiving it back out onto the far side. As the cross comes in now, looking for Talia Capitanellis. She's not able to control it. She's staying with it though, Capitanellis. Trying to win the ball. The appeal for handball, waved away. It will be a corner. So Sydney Uni get to stay on the attack here. As corner's being set up by Uni. Looking for plenty of options in the middle. Also plenty of appeals for handball by the Uni players. Waved away. As a fall to Hill. Turned over to Helios Lewis. Here's Nisbet. Down the line ball. And will be put right here at the top of the grandstand where we are broadcasting from. Thankfully, not causing any harm. As Capitanellis goes back. Owen looking for options. Has to try and dribble around Helios Lewis. Is unable to do so. Nisbet throws it in. And Simpson passing it out onto the far side there. Coming back in towards the middle. It's being dribbled all the way through the middle of the field there by, I believe that was Alice Thompson. Cross coming in from the far side. Not quite out of danger yet by the Stingrays. Owen gets a shot across. Cleared away now. And there's Savalius bringing it down. Hudson gets there first. Here's Helios Lewis. Middleton. We'll go back to Mackenzie. Here's Cooper. There's Hudson. Plays that through for Helios Lewis. He'll keep it in and attempting to play that out through the legs of Sandbrook. And she played it out, but I should say attempting to play it off the legs of Sandbrook. Instead, going through the legs and out for a goal kick. It's going to be a corner for the visitors. So they've already scored from one corner this afternoon. Can they score from a second? As they look to make it 3-0 here inside the opening quarter of the game. It doesn't seem like they're going to go direct for goal this time. Setting it up, all the players being set up on the edge of the 18. So looking for some runs in perhaps. A set piece drill from training and claimed at the near post by Sophia Fante, who puts that one high up in the air. It's allowed to bounce and will bounce out for Stingrays throw in as Annabella Keefe throws the ball in. There's the hooks. Cooper goes back to hooks via detour from Alexia Carastal. Here's Jennifer Kokoris down the right wing. Actually, it is going to be kept in play before it goes out off of Sydney Uni. So a throw for the Stingrays. Keep looking for a way through. Uni is able to find it. Is it with Siobhan Edwards stuck there, but she does win the throw. Savalius loses the battle there with Carastal, and she'll give away the foul in the process on the former Manly United player. And so it will be Hooks to take this free kick. Jamie Bofield's standing guard, and Hooks will go straight out to Siobhan Edwards on the far side. Edwards has a couple of options in the middle and finds Sophia Fante. So Fante rolling out to Amelia Feeney. She tries to send it long. And the Stingrays will get to stay on the attack here. The throw comes in. There's Cooper. Feeney looking for a way through to Captain Ellis, who gets a left foot on it, and Bree Edwards diving onto the ball to shut down the Sydney Uni attack. As I think we're getting a new ball here. The complaints of that one perhaps being underinflated as Captain Ellis shanks the pass to trying to get it back to Bree Edwards for the drop ball. Yeah, Bree Edwards checking the pressure inflation on the ball, so definitely that ball is going off to be pumped up. As Feeney heads it up. It's out to goes out to Thompson. Here's Simpson. Feeney goes back to Fante. Sandbrook. It's a pass off there to Jennifer Kokoris. Owen goes back to Sandbrook. As Hill. Pass it to Feeney, and Stingrays just trying to apply the pressure, forcing quick passes out of Uni there for a moment or two, and just content to sit back and allow them to pass it around amongst the back line for a nice through ball there. Goes out to Thompson on the far side. Will come back in for Hill. Thompson crossing it in. Here's Savalius. Hill. Turns it over to Hudson. And that's going to be a foul against Sydney Uni. Setting up in a slightly different formation than they have in recent weeks. Usually Jennifer Kokoris is a little bit more on the wing and is playing a little bit more of a 10 role this week. At least that's what I've seen in opening minutes. You've got Captain Ellis on the left. You've got Alice Thompson on the right. So Captain Ellis is where she was last week, and it's almost like Jamie Bowfields is playing as the striker. And she's usually occupies the role that Kokoris is playing tonight. So, slight change of tactics from Ross Rowley in the hope that he could try to spark something in his side. Although the fact that they're down 2-0 suggests that maybe it hasn't quite worked, but I'm not a coach. It's Captain Ellis on the ball. Captain Ellis looking for a cross in. It's gone past everyone as Poppy Hooks chases that one down, and if she can release Siobhan Edwards down the right here, have a quick run away, and as I say that, the deflection has allowed Sydney Uni players time to get back, but Edwards is on the ball looking for... I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was looking for Helios Lewis there. I wasn't quite able to find her. Captain Ellis brings it down. Returning to Sydney Uni in the last couple of weeks from the Western Sydney Wanderers. She spent the A-League Women's season off the back of a strong NPL New South Wales campaign last year, as Amelia Feeney looking for a path through. Mackenzie stops it. Here's Edwards. Carastal. Looks like she's going to try from distance. Carastal does try from distance and is off target for a goal kick. Captain Ellis with 2 goals since her return to Sydney Uni to go with her lone goal in at NPL level for the Western Sydney Wanderers during the part of the season where she was contracted to the A-League side and allowed to float between the A-League women's squad and the NPL New South Wales women's squad. And after, at the end of the season when the contract expired, made her way back here to Sydney Uni. Whilst A-League women, as Caitlin Cooper believes she's fouled, as do a lot of the travelling Stingrays fans. As Captain Ellis struggling on the ball there. Carastal trying to get away, finds a path forward, blocked by Owen and forced out of play there by Sydney Uni left back. A-League women contracts only 35 weeks in length. The earliest that can change is the end of the 2026-27 season, when the A-League Women CBA is up for renegotiation. Sydney Uni into the box. Shot on target will be saved by Bree Edwards. Edwards sends it forward. Hudson isn't able to control the pass. Savalius. Owen goes to Sandbrook. Sandbrook finds herself under a lot of pressure from Brooklyn Hudson. Is able to get it away to Jennifer Kokoris. Nisbet goes to Helios Lewis. And that'll take a deflection off of Owen. The Hudson, the intended target, will allow Sandbrook to get onto it. Owen, Savalius comes in to the middle for Kokoris. To Hill. Short backwards to Feeney. Down the middle of the ground. Out to Simpson. Here's Thompson. That's a pass away to Bowfields. Feeney. Hill. Sandbrook looking for Captain Ellis. Genevieve Nisbet coming across to get a header on it. Straight into the arms of Sydney Uni coach Ross Rowley. Savalius goes backwards to Owen. Captain Ellis onto the ball. Savalius, Kokoris, Captain Ellis looking for a cross into the middle. And diving save on the line by Bree Edwards. After that was almost put in by the Stingrays defender. I didn't see who almost put it in, but what a miraculous save there by Bree Edwards to prevent the own goal. And Sydney Uni might be able to go, Stingrays might be able to go back down the other end now and attack. Here's Caristal. Zavalius will block the pass forward intended for Caitlin Cooper. Bowfields comes onto it. And I believe it was Annabella Keep down the other end that forced the save there out of Bree Edwards. The Kiwi international more than up to the task. And she tries to keep a clean sheet. Here's Bowfields. Loses the ball to Caitlin Cooper. Mackenzie goes back to Edwards. We'll just hold the ball for sending it back to Mackenzie. As into the 35th minute here. It's the Illawarra Stingrays 2, Sydney Uni 0 here in this round 14 NPL Women's New South Wales matchup. It's Paletti on the call here with you this afternoon from the Sydney University Football Ground. It's an absolute pleasure to have you joining us wherever you may be watching, whether that's just down the road in a nice warm house or in the middle of the desert in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's an absolute pleasure to have you along for the ride this afternoon. Sophia Fante picks that ball up and sends it long, looking for Alice Thompson. It'll go over her head, put out by Annabella Keep, so Uni get the throw. And the Stingrays will get the ball back as the throw comes in from Annabella Keep. Finds Siobhan Edwards. Here's Cooper. Keep. Looking for Edwards. Will be intercepted by Talia Sandbrook. Cooper wins the ball back. Now out onto the far side here, looking for Brooklyn Hudson. Hudson goes to Edwards. Caristal. Middleton. Through ball finds Cooper. I think it was intended for Edwards, but didn't quite have the juice on it. Mackenzie goes to Middleton. Mackenzie. Nisbet's making a run. Has to go short to Helios Lewis. Is not able to get the through ball. Now goes to Nisbet. It's picked off by Captain Ellis. Here's Hill. Goes to Owen. Captain Ellis looking to make a run. Owen seeing it just a touch too late, so went back to Talia Sandbrook. And now Sandbrook goes long, up into the air. Nisbet heads it forward. Helios Lewis. Captain Ellis wins the ball, keeps it in. That'll take a deflection off of Nisbet. Mackenzie's going to get there ahead of Charlotte Owen. Back to Bree Edwards, who drills it long. Looking for Brooklyn Hudson. Middleton will win it. As Caristal onto the ball. Siobhan Edwards looking to make the run. Might have just strayed into an offside position, and that's what the assistant referee on the near side thinks as well. The flag goes up against the Stingrays striker, Siobhan Edwards, scoring goal number 10 of the campaign earlier in the evening in the 8th minute. And I'm not a scout by any stretch of the imagination, but if I were an A-League team looking for a striker, I certainly think you do a lot worse than Siobhan Edwards. Who seems to find the net with regularity. One of the premier strikers in the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. She's on the ball now, sending it back into Poppy Hooks. Hooks does get a touch on the ball. It'll go out to Edwards, a little bit too heavy there, and out for a goal kick. Actually, I believe the referee has called for a foul against Siobhan Edwards. No, she's saying it will be a throw-in, actually. As the throw comes in. Here's Hooks. Who has 3 goals for the campaign herself. Here's Caristyle. Looking for Nisbet. That's a couple of times that Caristyle has missed Nisbet tonight. Maybe I'm just extra cold, but the temperature certainly seems like it's continuing to drop here at the Sydney University football ground, and I'm not going to lie, I can't wait for half time so I can get inside to warm up a little bit. But we wouldn't have it any other way here in the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. There's Sydney Uni, throw it in, it'll find Caitlin Cooper, who goes back to Mackenzie. There's Annabella Keep on the ball, venturing well outside of the left back spot, and Brooklyn Hudson has been adjudged to have given away a foul there I didn't even see who that was on, but won't matter a ton as the Stingrays have won the ball back. They've absolutely dominated this first half and are continuing to dominate as we near half time. Here's Nisbet looking for a cross. We stopped by Uni. Savalius to Owen. Here's Savalius looking for a way forward. Instead goes to Simpson, who does well to keep the ball from Siobhan Edwards. Owen passes it straight to Chloe Middleton, and that's a good pass there from Caristyle to find Siobhan Edwards, who has to cut back and then cuts back again on the left foot. Another save by Sophia Fante. That is one for the highlight reel, most certainly. Sophia Fante is having a fantastic night in goal, despite the 2-0 scoreline, coming out with a couple of massive saves here. Here's the Sydney Uni goalkeeper. And the Stingrays will have a corner. It's going to be delivered in by Alexia Caristyle. And it's going to swing towards the 18-yard box based on the way the Stingrays are set up. And that's a very narrow, a very low corner. Here's Middleton. I thought it might be a little bit high and looping to try and take advantage of the slight breeze that's around. His pass through from Bofields to Captain Ellis as Uni look to go up the other end. Captain Ellis crossing it in. Uni keep the ball here through Savalius. Bofields goes to Jenny Hill, who's going to try from distance. Jenny Hill is not able to challenge Bree Edwards on that occasion. A routine save for the goalkeeper. And Middleton is... she's taking off the strapping that was on her right knee. So I don't know whether it's just come off or whether like if it sort of had half started to fall off. I know how to speak English, and she just ripped it off, or whether if she just finished the job, or whether she'd actually decided to rip it off. But regardless, it is off. Captain Ellis through to Bofields. Bofields looking for a back heel there to Jennifer Kokoris. As Alex McKenzie tried to come away with it, and Stingrays will get the throw, so it will be taken by Genevieve Nisbet. Nisbet throws it in as Owen clears that one out for a throw-in. So Nisbet goes to McKenzie with the throw. McKenzie looking to go crossfield. Will find the ball trapped by Simpson. Carastal running onto it. Bofields as well. As Bofields has gone down. Kokoris looking for Captain Ellis. Jamie Bofields has stayed down for now. Kept in by Captain Ellis. Nisbet sends it long. It's going to be Jenny Hill. Now that's gone out of play. It's going to be a uni throw. So Uni gets to stay on the attack. Jamie Bofields back to her feet. That's gone out for a corner off the back of Alex McKenzie. As I believe it's Alice Thompson who's made her way over to take the corner here on the near side.
Get it out, Ray! Take the ball!
Corner whipped in. So it'll be stopped at the near post by McKenzie. Clearance not quite there by the Stingrays before Carastal just hoofs it long. Hooks through to Middleton. Middleton has got Edwards directly in front of her. Has got Helena Helios-Lewis. She'll go to Edwards, who's going to try and get it to Helios-Lewis. It'll go over her head. She'll have to run onto it. Helios-Lewis tries to control it, gets it away to Carastal, who's now going to try and avoid having the ball taken off her. Her pass will be intercepted by Jennifer Kokoris, and now Talia Capitanellis looks to go crossfield to the other flank. Is Alice Thompson, and that's going to be a uni corner on the far side. As we about a minute into first half stoppage time, and Uni looking for perhaps a late goal here to try to take some momentum into the second half. Corner's whipped in, headed away. Kokoris, she'll go out to Thompson, he'll cross it in. Not able to direct the cross with any real, intention. Cleared away now. He'll go out for a throw. Referee takes a glance at the watch. Probably got a little bit of stoppage time there. There were a couple of, Middleton probably spent a good 2 or 3 minutes on the deck, so I still might have a little bit to go here. So time for Uni, certainly. if they can get the ball back, and they do. Here's Megan Simpson. There's to Bowfields. Jenny Hill looking to run onto it ahead of Poppy Hooks, and that will go out for a goal kick, which there will be no time to take it, as the referee has blown for half-time here at the Sydney Uni football ground. Sydney Uni currently trailing 2-0 to the visiting Illawarra Stingrays. Siobhan Edwards opened the scoring in the 8th minute before Caitlin Cooper doubled the lead in the 16th minute. Jamie Bowfields with the yellow card in the 11th minute. This is our half-time score of 2-0 to the visitors. Join us back here in about 14 minutes for the putting teams to the sword when they're putting teams to the sword. Like, it's a very good race at the top of the table this year. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Down there. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back here to the second half of this round 14 NPL Women's New South Wales matchup. The two sides have swapped ends as per the competition regulations, and I'll be not too far. I'm getting the second half underway. It will be the Illawarra Stingrays running from right to left on your screen in this second half, who do hold a 2-goal lead with, and I'll get first use of the football, with Sydney Uni running from left to right. The Illawarra Stingrays in the two-tone pink jerseys with white trim, blue shorts, white socks. Sydney Uni in the yellow and blue checkered jersey with blue shorts and yellow socks. It is the visitors who hold a 2-goal lead. 8th minute goal to Siobhan Edwards was followed up by a 16th minute goal to Caitlin Cooper. Jamie Bowfields with a yellow card in the 11th minute. All the notes in the referee's book for the first half. As Poppy Hooks comes out here to Annabella Keep. Here's Siobhan Edwards. Hooks goes to Middleton, who is the reason Jamie Bowfields got that yellow card. She was the victim of the foul and seemed to battle injury stemming from that foul throughout the first half, but has continued on here in the second 45 so far, as Thompson goes to Hill. Feeney will go all the way back to Sophia. We'll go all the way back to Sophia Farte, who had a couple of massive saves in the first half. Both of which went out for corners, and the other save she had was put home at the far post by Siobhan Edwards for that 8th minute goal. There's plenty of other NPL Women's New South Wales action to tell you about that's already taken place this weekend. This is one of 3 5 p.m. kickoffs here on this Sunday afternoon, but we did have 2 games yesterday. NWS Spirit defeating UNSW 1-0 at Christie Park, the Arctic Circle, which might have been a little bit warmer than it is here this afternoon, because the game did take place in the middle of the afternoon. The Northern Tigers, I'll come back to that thought. Here's Jennifer Kokoris. Kokoris, that tries to get the shot away, wasn't quite able to connect with it. And Uni look to go the other way here. Oh, sorry, Stingrays look to go the other way here. There's Hudson going to Edwards. Edwards has got a couple of options in the middle. Might try to go herself. Looks for the cross. It looked like she was gearing up for a very lengthy long distance shot. As Bowfields will win the foul in the middle of the pitch. Back to the results that have already taken place so far this round. As I said, 1-0 Spirit over Uni, 3 p.m. Saturday. Northern Tigers defeating the Newcastle Jets by 6-2 at North Taramara Recreation Area last night. And earlier today was Bulls FC Academy, 2-0 over the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, which will allow the Illawarra Stingrays to temporarily go to the top of the table, as Annabella Keepe will just gently help guide that one out of play ahead of Alice Thompson there. Well, in our nominal match of the round here it's in the NPL Women's New South Wales for round 14. As RPL Leichhardt travelling to Linwood Park and defeating the MacArthur Rams by 2-1. So RPL looking to keep pace with the top four, although I'm sure they would much rather be in it, especially given their pre-season expectations as well as their mid-season recruitment. But you have to win games, and RPL Leichhardt certainly showing that they were able to do that over the MacArthur Rams. In the meantime, here's Helios Lewis. Crossing it in. Headed away by Feeney. Cooper, Edwards, off the crossbar. It's still alive for Uni. Send it long through Talia Sandbrook. As Savalius gets the ball in the middle. Bowfield's trying to get on the end of that. Here's Nisbet. Forced to go all the way back to Edwards. And Poppy Hawks getting the ball out of danger there. And we'll go to Helios Lewis, back to Nisbet. Here's Middleton. Feeney comes out here to Megan Simpson. It's a beautiful backheel flick there by Alice Thompson. Simpson. Jenny Hill goes to Thompson. Bowfields with her back to the ball. Not expecting that one. Just trying to get into position. And Bowfields, who also went down a little bit heavily in the first half, once again clutching at that knee. That actually, it might be the left ankle. So she'll try to get back to her feet now, and does so. So she'll have to go off the field before she's allowed to rejoin play. Well, she's supposed to go off the field, per the laws of the game, but sure. Okay, here's Hooks. Mackenzie. Here's Caitlin Cooper. To Annabella Keepe. hooks. Middleton. Hudson looking for Siobhan Edwards. And a diving save by Sophia Fante was not needed in the end because the flag was up for offside. Quickly taken by Feeney, who goes to Hill. Thompson goes to Jennifer Kokoris, who had absolutely no one waiting to receive the pass, and it will be a Stingrays throw as a result. Cheers. Versailles trying to get back into the game. It's not the sort of possession you want to give away easily. But Uni will get this. We'll get the ball back here on the attack. Thompson throws it in to Kokoris, who crosses it into the middle. Cooper gets a quick pass away to Siobhan Edwards. She'll deflect it out there off of Jenny Hill. A chance to move it further down the pitch. Here's Carastal. Alexia Carastal on the ball. Looking for Helios Lewis. Not able to find her. Keep. It's the ball out here to... sorry, that was not Keep. My apologies. That was Hill. That will be got it out to Thompson. Sydney Uni will win a corner. And perhaps a chance to halve the deficit here. Someone did once tell me a corner is an opportunity for both sides to score, so perhaps the Illawarra Stingrays could also add a third goal to the ledger. As the corner is whipped in, it's headed away by Hooks. Savalius will get the ball back for Uni. We'll go to Charlotte Owen. Captain Ellis looking for options. Goes to Amelia Feeney. Sambrook goes out to Megan Simpson. There's Savalius. So the pass comes in. And Brie Edwards just saying, leave it, I've got it. And she does indeed. So Alice Thompson and Talia Captain Ellis have swapped wings in the second half. So Captain Ellis still playing on the right wing, now. She was playing on the left wing in the first half. So she stays on the near side of the field. Thompson has gone out to the left. She was playing on the right wing in the first half. Doesn't appear to be too much of a tactical change otherwise by Rowley, as he tries to get his side back into this game. Siobhan Edwards puts a shot on target, saved by Sophia Fante. And Hooks will head that out of play, but also give away a foul for what the referee has adjudged to be a push in the back there on Sydney Uni captain Jamie Bowfields. So Italia Sambrook standing over the ball. And she's going to be sent away from the scene of the crime by Charlotte Owen. Owen puts it well inside the 18-yard box. It's headed away and partially cleared by Nisbet, who now completes the clearance. Carastal trying to run onto it. Savalius wins the ball. Savalius goes into Jenny Hill. Short to Amelia Feeney, who has to be careful with Brooklyn Hudson coming up behind her. And the pass from Siobhan Edwards will go back to Amelia Feeney. Hudson not quite able to pick up the pass. It's Feeney to Owen. Thompson. Here's Jennifer Kokoris. Holds it up before passing it off to Thompson, who cuts back in on the inside. Gets around Mackenzie. Beautiful piece of work there by Alice Thompson. Cross in by Kokoris. Headed up by Nisbet. Save forced. Uni forcing a save from Bree Edwards there. Was off target, but Bree probably wasn't to know that. Here's Nisbet. Passing it to Mackenzie. Go back to Nisbet. Cooper. Hooks. Looks to release Brooklyn Hudson in behind. Will be stopped by the Uni back line. Appeals for handball, waved away. As Carastal, a couple of Stingrays tumbling over themselves. It was Hudson and Middleton. Carastal just kept on moving forward with the ball. Feeney comes out with it eventually. Flag goes up for offside. Referee hasn't seen it yet. Now she's seen it. And so that will stop what was looking like a promising attack from Sydney Uni. Well, Jamie Bofield's cutting off the cross the face of goal option to Poppy Hooks. And so Cooper will receive the pass before going back to Mackenzie. Cooper comes back on the ball now as it goes through Brooklyn Hudson. She'll look for Siobhan Edwards. She's not able to get there. Carastal on the ball now. He'll go out to Helena Helios-Lewis. It's Talia Sandbrook on the ball. Passing it away. We'll come all the way back to Sophia Fante. Fante going to Megan Simpson here. Jennifer Kokoris. Thompson flicks it back through. Hooks gets there first. Puts it up into the air. Here's Thompson. Helios-Lewis looks for Hudson. Headed away by Talia Sandbrook. Alexia Carastal on the ball. Goes to Helios-Lewis. Back to Carastal. As Bofield gets a pass away into the middle. Sydney Uni will run onto it. There'll be a through ball here. Looking for, I believe that is Jenny Hill. Jenny Hill looking to cut back. Gets a shot away. Forces a beautiful diving save there out of Bree Edwards. Who had to go very low to her left to make the save. It takes a little bit of time before setting it up, and well, Alice Thompson time to get back into place to be ready to cut the pass off. So Uni will get the ball back. Here's Feeney, who plays that through for Jamie Bofields, who was unable to run onto it, and it will be a Stingrays goal kick here in the 63rd minute of play. No change to the halftime score. And, Thompson and Captain Ellis have swapped wings once again, so a little bit of fluidity there by the Sydney Uni front line. And Annabelle Keep won't be able to keep that in play, so the Megan Simpson here to throw it in as the wind really starts to pick up here at the Sydney Uni football ground. Probably not helped by the fact we're also at the top of the grandstand. The higher you go in stands, the more of a wind tunnel-like atmosphere you tend to get, so probably doesn't help. I should, make it feel warmer than what it is. Here's Siobhan Edwards, goes across. Halios Lewis gets ahead to it. Puts it into the turf, and it'll allow Sophia Fante to pick it up. She'll roll it out to Maria Savalius. Here's Jennifer Kokoris. She'll go very short to Thompson. Savalius lose the ball there to Carastal, who'll win a foul. Savalius will just get a little bit of a talking to. Nothing more. Carastal is still hunched over. Back to an upright position now. She's not just taking a moment to recover before she'll walk off the mark. So it will be Poppy Hooks to take the free kick. Short here on the near side to Annabella Keep. Carastal. Well, flick that into Jennifer Kokoris, and this time it's Carastal giving away the foul. Talia Captain Ellis is complaining about something to the referee. Not too sure what. Hudson looking to cut off the options. Being told to retreat by the referee. She's too close to the ball. Feeney will draw that low along the ground, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Thompson and Captain Ellis swap flanks once again. Chloe Middleton will finally make her way from the field for Adelaide Thompson here in the 66th minute of play. Chloe Middleton being replaced by number 17, Adelaide Thompson. Substitution I thought was going to take place all the way back in the 12th minute before Chloe Middleton then powered on until the 66th minute of the game. And her afternoon is finally done. And Hudson looking to release Siobhan Edwards in behind. Headed away by Feeney, but not quite clear as Stingrays will stay on the attack here. No rush to take the throw. Captain Ellis trying to hurry things up by getting the ball to Annabella Keep as quickly as possible. Here's Keep. Throws it in. Captain Ellis, Feeney. Goes short to Sandbrook. Goes out to Alice Thompson, who gets around Genevieve Nisbet. Thompson hits it away down the left, and it'll beat everyone out of play for a throw. as the throw comes in. And we'll go right back to the home side. It's Amelia Feeney. Referee said no foul there, but looking to keep moving the ball forward. Sydney Uni. Here's Megan Simpson. Crossing it in. Jamie Bofields. Goes into the 18-yard box. Goes down. Referee has no hesitation in pointing to the spot. Alex McKenzie can't believe it. But the referee's word is final. And so Stingrays with a chance here to halve the deficit. Sydney Uni with a chance to halve the deficit. The referee is just coming over to communicate with the assistant referee here. No changing of the mind. So it will be a penalty, and Bree Edwards with the mind games going right to the spot as to try to get in the head of Jamie Bofields. Edwards just continuing to play the mind games, places the ball on the spot for Bofields, who picks it back up and then repositions it herself. 12 yards out from goal. Bree Edwards jumping up and down, almost reminiscent of Andrew Redmayne in that famous penalty shootout. Trying to continue to get in the head of Jamie Bofields as the Sydney Uni captain strikes it and sends Bree Edwards the wrong way. And Edwards trying to delay the quick restart here, continuing the mind games with Sydney Uni, and could find herself in trouble with the referee if she's not careful here for delaying the game. Goal has been scored in the 70th minute by the Sydney Uni captain, Jamie Bofields. It's Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra Stingrays 2.
The goal to Sydney University, number 10, Jamie Bofields. Sydney University 1, Stingrays 2.
And that has certainly changed the complexion of the remaining 20 or so minutes plus stoppage time here at Sydney University Football Ground. As Fante clears it out, it's only able to find Alexia Carastal. It's McKenzie is the one who gave away the penalty. Cooper goes out to Carastal. Now looking for Siobhan Edwards. Here's Cooper, short for Siobhan Edwards, who misses the shot well wide and well high as she looked to restore the 2-goal lead that the Stingrays had up until a couple of moments ago. Well, Alice Thompson chasing this one down. Nisbet's going to get there first. She'll go to Edwards. Sends it long. Cooper. A no-nonsense clearance. Sandbrook will help her side win a throw. Foul one by Sydney Uni, and Brooklyn Hudson moving on to the wall there just to try to delay the quick restart. As Sydney Uni are preparing a triple substitution. clearly with an eye towards trying to find an equaliser at the minimum. Poppy Hooks will help see that ball go out for a goal kick. So Ruby Egan Brown, Charlotte Hogan, and Xantha Urich all making their way onto the field here in the 74th minute. Megan Simpson, Jenny Hill, and Jennifer Kokoris are the ones making their way off. As play back underway, that triple substitution made by the home side. So just repeating, Charlotte Hogan, Ruby Egan Brown, and Xantha Urich on, with Megan Simpson, Jenny Hill, and Jennifer Kokoris coming off the field.
Number 6, Charlotte Hogan.
Siobhan Edwards, it's on the ball, looks for a pass across. Fante clears it out. Here is Talia Captain-Ellis, who's into a little bit of a battle there with Annabella Keep in the middle of the field. Helios Lewis hits the deck. Uni come away with it. Here's Egan Brown, who has 4 goals this season. She'd love to get to 5 here this afternoon. Here's Xantha Urich. Captain-Ellis crosses it in. It's headed up by Hawks. And Edwards will claim the ball. Savalius wins a foul. Be given away by Adelaide Thompson. Still only the 1 yellow card in this game so far. That was to Jamie Bofields in the 11th minute. You'd have to imagine with the fouls that have been coming here in the second half, the second one might not be too far away. As Jamie Bofields took the free kick and it went straight into the arms of Bree Edwards, who is trying to waste a little bit of time here. He's certainly taking her time and wants to manage the game as best as she can, with Sydney Uni finding second life here in this second half. Siobhan Edwards keeps it in. Feeney will go back to Fante, who'll play it short to Talia Sandbrook. Savalius will turn it over to Brooklyn Hudson in a very dangerous position. She's not able to control the ball. Feeney, Captain-Ellis, Annabella Keep wins the ball. Here's Charlotte Hogan to Maria Savalius. Xantha Urich goes to Feeney. He'll play it out off of Siobhan Edwards. Throw in by Feeney. Captain-Ellis goes crossfield, finds Helios Lewis, who heads it forward. Come back to Sophia Fante. Here's Feeney. She'll play it down the line. We stopped by Cooper, Edwards, Hudson, Carastal. Now moved away, Bofields. Here's Captain-Ellis. to Savalius. Now to Alice Thompson, who gets around Nisbet momentarily and will win the ball back off of the Stingrays right back. Here's Thompson crossing it in. Be headed away by McKenzie. Egan Brown gets a shot. Will be blocked by Caitlin Cooper. Here's Urich. Siobhan Edwards now looking for a way forward. Just boots the ball long. As I'm going to have a substitution here for the visitors. Their second of the afternoon will be Kayla Austin coming on here in the 79th minute, who is replacing number 27, Helena Helios-Lewis. As Santa Urich not able to keep that one in play, so it will be a throw-in. So throw-in by Keep. She takes time with it, looking for the right option. Picks out Siobhan Edwards. Loses the ball immediately to Sydney Uni, but it is put out for a throw-in. So Keep will go to Cooper, who's being pressured immediately by Talia Capitanellis. Poppy Hawks goes out onto the far side there to Kayla Austin, who puts it in for Adelaide Thompson, who was the other substitute, who replaced Chloe Middleton about 10 or so minutes ago. Savalius looks to move the ball on and does find a teammate. It's Alice Thompson, whose pass is intercepted. Siobhan Edwards finds Kayla Austin. Will have to try and cross it in. Does so. It'll go out off the back there of Charlotte Owen for a corner. Stingrays looking to get back their 2-goal lead. It will be Caristyle to deliver the corner. There's a corner. Is whipped in, low, curling away from goal. Maria Savalius comes away with it. Now to Thompson, who finds Egan Brown, has to hold the ball up, with Adelaide Thompson getting back with ease, kept in. Egan Brown still spinning and turning. The Stingrays win the ball back. Here's Caitlin Cooper, who was looking for the run there of Brooklyn Hudson. Head in hand, realising she had not quite timed the pass well. As Brie Edwards bobbles the ball before picking it back up, as that one from Sophia Fante went all the way down the other end of the field. Edwards just shifting sides of the 18-yard box where she wants to deliver this one, well up in the air. As Sydney Uni get the ball back. Caristyle finds Kayla Austin, and the flag goes up against Brooklyn Hudson. My apologies. And the flag goes up for offside. And she's going to be talked to by the referee for kicking the ball away. So a couple of aggrieved Sydney Uni fans here, wondering why that wasn't a yellow card. Here's Zantha Juric, who eventually finds Sam Brook via deflection. Savalius looking for Captain Ellis, who tries to slide to keep that one in. Isn't able to do so. She'll readjust the shin pad, which came loose in that one. Annabelle Keep to throw it in. It's got a couple of options here and doesn't find either of them. As Bofields goes, look for Owen. Kayla Roston will run onto it. Kayla Roston tries from distance and it's over the crossbar. Didn't quite dip quickly enough for it to be problematic for Sophia Fante. 6 minutes plus stoppages to go. Time certainly running out here for Sydney Uni to try and get something from this game. As Fante delivers the ball from the restart. Cara Stahl plays it for Siobhan Edwards. Getting across there was Talia Sandbrook, but the flag has gone up for offside against Edwards. As we're going to have another substitution here. Tara Cannon making her way onto the field. And it will be Brooklyn Hudson coming from the field in the 85th minute. So Tara Cannon on, Brooklyn Hudson off. As that is all three substitution windows done for the Illawarra Stingrays.
Substitution for the Illawarra Stingrays.
As Stingrays fans complaining for a foul there. The referee says nothing doing. Captain Ellis goes out to Ellis Thompson on the far side. She'll shoot off the crossbar and out for a goal kick. Bree Edwards backtracking there. And she takes a tumble in the process. Jamie Bofields running to get that one back onto play as quickly as possible. Perhaps a little bit of payback for Bree Edwards playing mind games from the spot earlier. So both sets of fans here continue to go back and forth, feeling aggrieved by every decision, going either for or against their side. It's nice to see. It is nice to see the passion here, but perhaps a little bit of objectivity wouldn't go astray every now and again. As Bree Edwards claims the cross, he's looking for options forward. We'll try to get it to Kayla Roston. We'll go out off of Charlotte Owen. So a Stingrays throw here. And they're certainly at the time of the game where they can start to manage the clock with a little bit over 3 minutes plus stoppages to go if they wish. Although, to be fair, Bree Edwards has been doing that since about the 74th minute of play. Managing it at every opportunity she can. Since conceding the penalty in the 70th minute. As Savalius wins a free kick. Play it to Feeney. Tries to look for Talia Captain Ellis. Will be put out of play by Poppy Hawks. Zantha Juric looking for a quick throw. Finds Bofields. Juric loses possession of the ball to Tara Cannon. Siobhan Edwards might have time and space here, although she is trying to look for the option. Cuts back, holds the ball up, is now looking to keep the ball, loses it. Feeney has her pass deflected by Cara Stahl, who brings it down off the pass back from Adelaide Thompson. Isn't quite able to go onto the ball there. Play continues. Here's Hooks. Austin puts it into the 18-yard box, and an easy claim by Fante, who immediately looks to move the ball on. Finds Capitan Ellis. Egan Brown, who looked to play the through ball there for Capitan Ellis, and Mackenzie will guide that one out of play for a goal kick. No rush from the Stingrays keeper to get the ball, so Capitan Ellis will sign, seal and deliver it to the edge of the 6-yard box, trying to get play back underway as quickly as possible, although drops it a little bit beyond it, so it will give Edwards the opportunity there to waste a little bit more time as she'll position it herself, directing traffic. As Hogan passes it away to Owen. Finds Alice Thompson on the far side, who keeps it in. It'll be cleared away now by Hooks. And we'll take a deflection off of a uni player, so it will be a Stingrays throw. As a throw comes in. Cara Stahl has got legs here if she can get around everyone, and she does so, keeps it, goes to Austin, and she'll win a foul. Will Alexia Cara Stahl, as we enter stoppage time here of the second half. All the uni players giving their thoughts to the referee there, disagreeing with the call. Cara Stahl is still down, back to her feet now. And there might be a chance to seal the game here, depending on what Alexia Cara Stahl tries to do. 2 on the wall for uni. As Cara Stahl goes to Cooper, who will take it into the corner, and they're happy to see out a 2-1 scoreline. Stingrays win the throw, so it'll give them the opportunity to keep it down in that far corner of the field from where we are standing. Nisbet goes to Cara Stahl, who gets to Kayla Austin, who will just take it once again to the corner. And the Stingrays will again get a throw in. So absolutely no desire. Well, actually, the referee said free kick. So it'll be kept in the corner for now. Forced out of the corner. Here's Cara Stahl. Here's Cooper. Adelaide Thompson. Egan Brown onto the ball. Looking to put Capitan Ellis in behind, and Bree Edwards just allowing it to go. She'll trap the ball before turning her back to Capitan Ellis and diving onto it. That's to waste a little bit more time. Edwards back to her feet. Doesn't want to tempt the referee with any sort of disciplinary action for time wasting. She's certainly been pushing the limits. As her twin sister Siobhan now onto the ball. And there'll be a foul one by Sydney Uni. Talia Sandbrook winning a foul. complaints going to the referee for kicking the ball away, who doesn't want to hear a bar of it. Feeney gets the restart underway, going short. Edwards just receiving the, Siobhan Edwards, I should say, receiving the word from the referee there about the kicking the ball away. They've already taken a couple of glances at the watch. This ball goes forward, looking for Egan Brown, won't find her. As Mackenzie goes to hooks, under pressure, boots it forward with no real target in mind. And it'll be kept in play by Zante Juric. Keep puts it out for a throw. Juric throws it in. Egan Brown. He put out by hooks. Stingrays bench complaining about the amount of stoppage time there's been already. As that's the end of the game. And it will be a 2-1 victory for the visitors this afternoon. I don't, with conceding that goal, they will go level on points with Mount Druitt, but either one of them could be at the top of the table. I don't remember exactly how the goal difference is sorted out there, given that I believe both are level, so I believe it'll go to goals for. And it is Illawarra Stingrays with the win, and they will be tied at the top of the table with the Mount Druitt Town Rangers regardless of whether they are sitting in first or second. Mount Druitt with a game in hand. Siobhan Edwards opened the scoring in the 8th minute of play before Caitlin Cooper doubled the advantage in the 16th minute. Jamie Bowfield's picked up a yellow card in the 11th minute, the only card of the game, before and then she converted a penalty in the 70th minute to give us our 2-1 scoreline. Now, full-time here from the Sydney University Football Ground. It is Illawarra Stingrays 2, Sydney Uni 0. It's Paletti signing off from this round of 14 NPL Women's New South Wales match. We are past the halfway point of the season as the fixtures start to repeat themselves in reverse from round 1 of this 26-round season. I look forward to your company throughout the second half of the campaign for all of these sides. But from the Sydney University Football Ground for now, this is Paletti signing off. Your full-time score, Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra Stingrays 2.